I'm back. Hey guys, what is going on? It is the Sports Master here. After about a 5-6 week long hiatus, and I kind of want to explain that. To be completely honest, guys, I just wasn't feeling it. I mean, the whole reason I wanted to do this was to hang out with you guys, no matter how big an audience I have. Is, make videos for you, hang out with you, be myself, not be like a character on screen, but be really me, and do it through an entertaining way. And I felt, I was just hanging out and stuff. And then when Christmas came, I got all this little high tech stuff. And I really started looking at it as a job and not a hobby. Where I started feeling like I got to do this, I have to do this, I have to record this, I have to edit this. And I just wasn't enjoying it. I wasn't enjoying the game. I felt like I was playing it as if it was a job, not as if it was like a fun game. And I just sat down to myself and I said, would I really be playing all these video games and these different series if I wasn't doing this? And when I told myself the answer was no, I felt like I had a problem. So I walked away, but eventually I knew that it would be brought back and I would get back into it. I just didn't think it would be this early. But, I mean, I was just thinking, I'm not a big Madden fan. I wouldn't be playing a Madden player. Probably the other stuff I would be doing, but not as the Cubs. And I was going to get into that. I'm going to do MLB 14, but I just felt really drawn to get back. So I'm probably going to do some new series. Of course, there are new games coming out. And I'm going to try my hardest to do NCAA football and get a series. It was just kind of messed up with my editing. But anyway, guys, getting to this series, I've never really been a huge basketball fan, but I've started to get into basketball. And I don't think any of you know me, because even if you did know me personally, I've only told my parents that I'm actually doing this whole sports commentary thing. But my favorite team in college is the Mercer Bears. They're in Middle Georgia, and I just love them. I went to a bunch of football games. I used to go to basketball games, and so I don't really have a big college basketball game, but I actually love this game a whole lot more than NBA 2K14. It's a great game. Of course, it is an NCAA franchise, so they don't have the names, but you can manually rename players. So I'm thinking about either getting trying to pull up their real roster and naming it as that. And if I can't do that, then I'll just make like some names, either silly or puns or things like that. But so my favorite team is the Mercer Bears, and so I kind of want to do a basketball franchise with them since I am into basketball. I don't know how much I'll be doing, but I mean, I'm getting really into this, so I'm going to be honest. I might not be on a video schedule. It's going to feel like if I feel like playing something, I'll get it out. That was another thing. Like, I'll be really into playing Cubs, but I feel like I needed to get out. Adam Masters is, a way to make a video schedule. I mean, not saying that was every time or anything, but I just kind of got into a rhythm, and I felt like I had to be on a schedule and a job type, and I don't want to do that. I really kind of want to, I'm talking way too fast. I really kind of want to just have it be a hobby and hang out with you guys. So I'm looking at doing this. I'll probably do a farewell to the Cubs I'll probably do this as the next video, and then do a farewell to the Cubs. And then I'm going to do the Atlanta Braves as at MLB 14 the show, because they're my favorite team, and I feel like I would be playing with them no matter if I was doing this or not. And so I'll probably be doing that. So I have one more episode of Cubs, and I'll just simulate to the end of the season and play the last game. If we make the playoffs, I might have a special or something. And then I will probably be doing NCAA football 14. I probably will not be doing any Madden, although I might occasionally do Ultimate Team. Now, I do not really want to, I just really feel like this is stuff that I want to do. I'm not just doing it because, it might be getting views or popular. I really want to get back to doing it because I like it, not doing it, to please other people or playing games that I don't like. So you're going to be seeing some different content, things that I want to play. I'm not going to be on a video schedule. It's just going to be by how I want to do something. So if I'm just really getting into playing Mercer and I want to do 3 episodes straight of that, and then maybe I'm not getting into it and I do 4 or 5 episodes of something else, it's not going to be on a schedule. I'm going to try to keep it more loose and not as formal, I guess I should say. So I just wanted to tell you that was kind of the reason I was gone. I just wasn't feeling it too much as a job and not as a hobby, and I really want to get back into this hobby. So anyway, guys, you saw earlier they do it Link's Dynasty. It's 30. I did 30 years because that's the max, but we're probably not going to go 30 years. Let's see. Mercer is in the A-Sun, the Atlantic Sun. Of course, if you never heard of Mercer, they're the team that beat Duke last week, and it was one of the biggest upsets. And I thought, it was really cool for me because I've been a Mercer fan for a few years. I thought they would get close, but it was really cool to see them beat Duke. So this is the 2010 version of the game where they have, so it's not the same team. I believe the point guard is James Florence, who is the all-time leading scorer for Mercer and got drafted. He got released too. So I'm going to try to find the roster. Like I said, nice block there. And so we're playing Tennessee Martin, which is, we're beating them now. And I believe by this time I'm about putting my backups in the game to make sure they can just hold on to this lead. Because I really haven't been commentating. I think it's at this time that I put my backups in with about 6 minutes left. But I'm really confident in this team. They're a B-, which is pretty good. And considering that they're one of the lower tier schools, so we're going to be playing a bunch of teams in the C's, we should be able to rack up wins. I'm playing on varsity for my skill level, which means I can hang close and occasionally beat teams that are better than me, and then routinely beat teams that are worse than me. If I'm just dominating, then I'll probably bump it up to all conference. But at this, they were C-, I believe. They were like almost a whole grade letter below, so a 10, 15 point win is expected. Nice drain there from the backup. One of my problems with this, though, is that the recruiting, we're still not that great in recruiting, and every starter that we have is a senior. Now, we do have some decent backups, so we should be okay for next year, but I'm really going to have to get tough on recruiting, because what would happen is I'll play this through and just simulate sometimes. Not at this series, but I've done it in the past, and they would I would get a bunch of 50s guys. And so that's kind of the gist of it. And so getting back here, I just want you to see, we have 1 foul, 2 fouls. I want you to see how many fouls they have to give before we can go to the 3-foot line. So we got 2 fouls here. 3 fouls. And now we ultimately, I believe, have to have 4 fouls. They had 4 fouls to give, so that was bad for them. But anyway, actually, 5 fouls, excuse me. They have 5 fouls to give, which is kind of ridiculous playing this. And so we'll send our backup point guard to the line. And he is 78, I believe, because we have a really good point guard. And so I know I pretty much rambled through this whole video, but that was kind of the purpose of it, to just talk to you about why I was gone and what I'm doing with the channel moving forward. I might be doing some hockey and wrestling as well, because I'm a big wrestling fan. I just haven't featured it prominently on this series. Although I did, actually, it's my highest rated episode on the Hulk Hogan versus Goldberg. I got over almost 400 views, so I did want to thank y'all for that. And also, during my little hiatus, I reached 1,000 views, and I just really wanted to thank y'all for that. 1,000 views is pretty good for me, and I believe it's now over 1,100, and so I just want to thank you for all your support. As you see, Mercer does get the victory. We probably could have blown them out by 20 if we kept our starters in the game, but as we said, we got them out there. You see, a point guard, which I believe is James Florence, got 10 points, 8 assists, and as I say, they will have names, either their real names or fake names. When you recruit people, they do have names. But you're about to see the stats, and I will just read them to you. But I also wanted to thank you guys for watching, as we're nearing the end of this video, watching my little comeback thing. I'm really looking forward, actually, to getting back into this, getting a fresh start, approaching it from a little bit of a different light. So as you saw, our center had 2 points, 7 rebounds and assists. Power forward, 10 points. Small forward, I believe that says 6. It's kind of hard to see. And then shooting guard had 12, point guard had 10, also 8 assists. And then off the bench, we had an 11-pointer, so that was pretty good. So anyway, guys, again, I just wanted to thank you guys for watching. This probably will be my next episode. I'm going to go out of town for spring break, which is my spring break is next week. So I'll probably have another episode of this and then the Cubs. But I want to thank you guys for watching and helping me support my comeback. See you later, guys. Peace.